Alright, time for some Diana jungle. Now I'm against an Evelyn, which is a pretty decent matchup for me. I'm generally better in 1v1 scenarios than she is, so overall we're good. Also I have generally better clear speed as well, so we're just going to be banking on that. And for that reason here as well, I will be starting with bot side instead of starting top side. In lower ELOs, people tend to start bot side, so if you want to like be completely safe, it is advised that you just start top side and clear it down, because this basically removes any chances of encounters with the enemy jungler, really. So that's a very viable move. Also, enemy bot laners might be less expecting a gank, generally speaking. So if you clear top down, you will have a higher chance of getting a successful gank off because they may not have warded in time. Those are all factors that come into play with that. So it's an option. And the reason I'm starting towards top side here is because I will just be out clear speeding the Evelyn, or I should. Leona actually didn't help me with my leash, so that actually costs me now. Because she didn't help me with my leash, I actually should have started Q here, because that would have given me more passive time. I started W to tank more damage because I was expecting her to help me leash, which was a mistake apparently. The ELO of this game, by the way, is like low silver, high bronze, so yeah. But that Leona move was actually a mistake on my end, because now I lose clear speed because of the fact that I didn't start Q. Starting Q does take more damage, but if you get a leash from your bot lane, it's generally fine because you're going to go QW anyway. So you generally only really need like one rotation on your passive to be fine. So you can block more damage basically. But yeah, it's it is what it is. Now when it comes to hitting your ability or your passive hits, basically you use an ability and you do 3 auto attacks on your passive, use an ability, etc, etc, 3 auto attacks. It's generally the way you want to do it. Now, if you have all 3 of your abilities, you only need really 2 to have like uptime on your passive. So you can use your dash here and there after like 1 or 2 auto attacks to make sure that it doesn't time out your moonlight proc. So right here, just auto, and there you go. Okay, I will be holding Smite here, by the way, because Smite now removes the shield from Scuttle, so it can be very useful. So I'm just gonna full clear without using it. I'll pop both potions as well, since I'm gonna like be on a path to fight her at top Scuttle. At this stage, I do have both mid and top lane priority, so I should be good here. But popping potions here will ensure that I have more health without smiting. It's gonna be pretty crucial. I'm actually now getting negative priority. I'm just gonna go for the gangplank gank. Why? Turn around. I've pinged you many times, my boy. I'm just initially gonna go for the red buff slow, then dash, walk with him. I think red buff kills him here, I hope, at least. Very surprised that my Yone just didn't turn around at all. Alright, gangplank got down to 1 HP. My Yone just... I didn't matter how many times I pinged, he didn't turn around. That is very, very, very unfortunate for me. Oh well. It is what it is. I'm just gonna go Blasting Wand here. I will be rushing a Nashus no matter what. So getting Blasting Wand instead of Double Dagger is slightly better. You can get the Recurve Bow, that will be better for your clear speed. But in this case, yeah, what can I do? The Evelyn got the counter gank me. And yeah. I do lose some tempo on this one, unfortunately. Preemptively smite. We know Evelyn isn't gonna counter this, so I'm just gonna remove the shield with smite. And we see a gank on bot lane that we're gonna counter, or not a gank, a fight on bot lane that I want to be at. It's a trend I've noticed. Step. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm dying for this. I don't even care. The reason I die for that is actually trading there is pretty worth it with the support. Because I don't really lose too much out of this. Taking a death there is completely okay. I can just full clear back down from top side and be fine. I'm actually gonna wait a little bit of gold to get my boots, so I have a little bit more move speed. But as you can see, my top side camps are respawning down, so actually taking the death there is fine. But what I've noticed so far, actually in this ELO bracket, like the Yone didn't turn around, so he didn't help me with that gank. That should have been free, and the Leona also wasn't, like, was too afraid to go back in. With a lot, it was just a Lux, right? So the Lux wasn't realistically never going to do enough damage to kill the Leona, or at least that's what I think. But neither of them turned around, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Dusk did cause me to get 2 deaths, but I'll adapt a little bit of my playstyle to this. It's okay. I can't expect like silver bronze players to play the way I think they should play, or the way that is probably correct to play. So we're just not going to say anything about it towards them either. It is what it is. As you can see, the pathing downwards, my blue and Scuttle will be respawning somewhat shortly. Dragon is an option I can get. I'm still doing pretty good on clear, like when it comes to just my CS, which is very crucial here as well. I'll be hitting 6 soon. Bot plant here spawns at 5:30. It's probably still up, so I could use it for a gank, which is most likely something I'm going to do here after I finish my Gromp. Their bot lane shouldn't have flash either, so they should just be fine. Okay. Just going to go for it. Sweeping Trinket. We're good. Jin, walk up, please. If you would be so kind. I'll pull him in. I'm not going to dash or anything. Alright, he kind of walked up a little bit. That's good. They both walked into my ult range there, so there's no reason for me to use a dash or anything else. Just lead with ult and then hold your dash and just wait. Generally better. Kind of happy to see that my Jin did walk up though there in the end. It's pretty nice. I'm kind of pinging to see if my Leona would actually... Because I see the Evelyn on top side right now, so it's instantly a good chance to go for Dragon. Okay. Making sure to keep my passive uptime as high as possible without losing like my E here for it. Okay, good. Mid lane took a death. That's fine. For me, this is pretty good because I got a double kill bot lane. I got bot scuttle and I got dragon for a kill on her on top and mid, or just top lane. No, just mid lane, right? Either way. Evelyn will be showing bot soon, so I'm just going to back ping them. Alright. I'm just going to ping enough so that they are aware they have to be careful. I will not be rotating there because it's not worth it for me. I will be going for mercs here. Yeah. I guess this is fine. Evelyn was actually not going bot lane. Interesting. The reason I'm going mercs here, by the way, is because CC, CC, CC here. And then also CC from Vayne E. And my Zonias will basically block the armor aspect of it. So yeah. This also gives me a much better odds chance of just not getting one-shot by Evelyn's full combo. I basically am just looking to not get locked down or get one-shot. And that's the main goal that I currently have. Now, as you can see right now, we see the Evelyn on bot lane. She just has a red buff. Which means that her blue/top side should realistically be up. So I can actually easily go and counter that. Which is something I'll be going for. This is crucial things that you need to do to keep attention, like pay attention to when you see the enemy jungler. Actually look at them, see what buffs they have, and see if you can do something about it. So for that, she was bot side just now, which means like her top side is most likely to be up. So I'm just going to go here. Take the blue. As you can see, it is up because she didn't have blue buff. And we're just going to take this. If blue is up, her Grom's most likely up. Her wolves are most likely up as well. So overall, I can take a bunch of CS here from the Evelyn. This is a way more consistent way of playing instead of going for like this mid lane gank here, for example. This overall gives me more result. And my Yone decided to hard dive there, though. The Evelyn is most likely going to show up here. So if I just chill here and do this camp, she's going to probably walk around the corner in a second. I'm just going to kill her. It's kind of what I'm expecting. She not walking around the corner? Is she going for like scuttle maybe then? Interesting. Very surprising, actually. Where did she go? I don't understand. She should have probably gone for her top side and she didn't. I'm fine. He wasn't planning on backing away anytime soon, so I could just do Scuttle first. She's still mid lane. Interesting. Okay. I'm just gonna smite that as well. Dash. I'll flash after him. He really just took that kill. Okay. That is a little bit sad. I'm gonna keep pinging until they move. I know Evelyn's gonna be here as well. I need my Yone. Yone? Looks like I will not be able to do Herald. Unfortunately. Okay, well. Just gotta adapt as much as possible. Oh. I'll be taking it back here because I do have Nashor's in base, so I want to pick that up ASAP. Nashor's first on Conqueror Diana is by far the best thing you can do. Second, you can do a bunch of different things. I'm actually going to go for a Dark Seal here with a Control Ward. The reason I'm getting Dark Seal here is because you can stack this up to 10 stacks. It gives you 50 bonus ability power, but it also gives 15 base ability power. Which basically just means it gives you 65 ability power for a 350 gold item. Which is actually really worth it. If you can just stack it up. You can also upgrade it into a Magi's if you want to. But that's optional. Just having the 350 there is already really good. For the... I'm pretty sure this was warded. Yeah. Just the 350 gold for that 65 potential ability power is already very good. Evelyn's position is probably to be bot side here. Damn. Missed it. Yeah, there she is. She flashed as well. Okay, that's good to know. That is completely fine. The enemy team is warding well. She rushed Magi's. Spicy. Enemy team is placing some decent wards. Another ward. Wow. I can actually do Dragon here pretty easily. Just get it out of the pit a little bit. Because Evelyn doesn't have flash or ult, so she has no way of stealing this. Realistically, she shouldn't be able to react to this properly. Now, Qiyana is a little scary, though. I have 900 smites. I would like some backup here. Leona ults, Leona ult, Leona ult, please. Just asking for Leona ults. Okay, that's one dead. I wanted to go for her first because I know she was worth a shutdown. Alright, there we go. The Evelyn was worth a shutdown. I knew she doesn't have flash or ult because of the bot lane play she just made. So her walking up like that is just an instant death mistake. If the Leona goes for like any type of engage there, I can easily follow it up. And the Evelyn, I mean, stayed around to fall for it, I suppose. So that is pretty worth it. I have an entire jungle clear up here, so that's actually the better play to go for. I could also look for the bot lane situation here if the Leona knows she has vision of this. But that looks that looks very sketchy. Okay, well, I guess I saved her life. Realistically, that play was never going to work, so it's kind of a waste of time, but I figured I might as well try to save her in that specific scenario. Normally, the more consistent play there is just to full clear your camps upwards, because you have your camps there and you don't want your camps to be on cooldown. Or you want your camps to be on cooldown, sorry, instead of being up to actually get the CS, get the lead, get the gold out of it. Because the most important thing for this champion specifically is just getting a lead, getting farm, because you're gonna win teamfights 1v5. One good Diana ultimate instantly wins you the game, basically. So if you can play for that, get yourself strong and play for that is generally the best thing you can do. Trying to flip ganks, flip plays is not the greatest decision, normally speaking. I have currently 2,400 gold. That hit her for sure. She flashed. I threw the Q on top of myself because it actually has a pretty big cone, as you can see. Everything in this will be a hit, which means that her, like, I think it's like her Q or something she threw, Basically, it just means that she gets hit. Like, there's no real avoiding that one. She's just gonna get hit by my Moonlight proc, and then anywhere she goes, you can dash after her once, and then dash after her again, in basically resulting into a free kill. So if you have like champions that are boxed into like smaller positions, just using your Q on top of yourself will generally be pretty good to get the kill with. And I'm actually gonna do a lane gank here in a specific way. I'm just gonna walk up, Q this. Oh, she actually hit the E. You can Q a minion and dash towards the champion. In this situation, they actually had enough ways to block me there. And Jin didn't get a snare on the Lux either. Still a pressure gank. They weren't able to hit the turret, so it's overall still pretty good. And I can just walk around here still. Even if this is warded, I think I should still be fine. Evelyn was recently spotted topside. Yep, Vayne just walked up. If Leona just ults... No? Okay. They were on top of each other, so I was expecting her to just ult. But... Am I... Like... Can you... take an engage? Okay. Eventually we got we got there. Okay. Yes. Yeah, basically with Diana you just need one, like, if one of your teammates can set you up, you can basically just QE that target because it's set up, and you will be able to follow through with that one. Alright, here Dragon's gonna spawn in 50 seconds, so it should leave me about enough time to full clear my jungle, recall, and get there. I'm not expecting the Evelyn to do it straight on spawn, but if she does it straight on spawn, she could get it before I get there, technically speaking. But, like, the reason I'm doing this clear still, in higher elos I wouldn't go for this clear because I would expect like an instant dragon play. My Leona also died, so I would have less bot lane priority, but I'm also not expecting the Evelyn to instantly rush the dragon here. So it's basically a combination of not expecting the perfect play, as well as not having the bot lane priority because Leona died to like accommodate that play either. So it's, yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna build Zonias now. And we're gonna rush for the dragon. I have a control ward for the dragon as well. There is still one there, but I'll buy another one just in case of the Evelyn. As you can see, Evelyn just went bot lane. My ult's also just gonna come up now for this dragon, so it's better that I'm slightly later on it than anything else. Spicy. I like it. Okay. Just needed her to land a stun and she's basically dead. Right, worth it. Ways to engage team fights with Diana are you can either lead with flash E ult, basically. You can Q E ult potentially as well. But that is a little bit more risky, generally speaking, because people will be able to predict that bit a little bit better. So if you lead with Q, they get the Moonlight proc, which means they will instantly be more careful. So if you don't do it instantly, then they will be playing more careful and actually messing up your position. In a lot of situations, it is better with Diana to just lead a team fight with E. So you're basically just going towards your target, use your E, and then from there on out, use your ult instantly, W, and then Q on top of yourself. This does put your E on cooldown, but generally speaking, an engage like that should one-shot somebody at least. You can use that combination with Zonias as well, which is what I'll be getting soon. And that will most of the time just create a situation, if you use it properly, if you actually get like a situation where you can get at least like a 2 or 3 man ultimate, should one-shot at least one of their targets, if not more. So that creates an opportunity to where you should be fine, and the Zonias should be able to cover for you. And yeah, do you want to make that engage because it's very unpredictable and the enemy team can't really react to that move because of just the instant E ult that you're doing instead of QE ult, which is something you're trying to look for and that could hurt you in like more important team fights or situations. You can, by the way, in theory, Q flash as well, but that takes a little bit more skill, and it's also slightly more risky because it is a higher risk of missing your Q. So you can like use your Q on max range and then flash E, basically, because the Q will move. But yeah, you gotta have to be fast with that. So there might be a ping thing that only with lower ping you'll be able to pull that off. But it is possible. As you can see, the crucial thing you have to look at here as well. Okay. I mean, if they just walk into Diana ult like that, I'll take it. This is like, this shows you how strong Diana is in solo carrying games, because if you get a lead and your ultimate gets to hit like more than two or more people, basically, the ult damage stacks really fast, and it just does so much AoE burst damage that you'll just be able to win. What is this guy doing? What? I'm a little bit confused. But as you can see, the most crucial part you have to look at here is the 193 CS that I've accumulated. And that's mostly just jungle rotations, like looking for the punishing plays, making sure to abuse Diana's clear speed to scale, and then to be able to win those team fights later on. Also, when you get a lead, it is important that you actually pressure the enemy jungler for their camps as much as you possibly can, because this denies them a way back into the game. Because as you can see right now, I basically just killed the Evelynn and swiped through her entire jungle. So after getting the lead, you have to make sure you keep that lead as well by abusing the fact that you can just take her camps the entire time. Yeah, alright, she did get a double kill on bot lane, unfortunately, but it's not a big deal. In this case, I have my Magi's and I have a 10 stack Dark Seal, so I might as well buy it. It gives me a 10% move speed increase as well, so that is pretty valuable. I can go for a Void Staff here, but I'm probably just going to go for a Death Cap. I bought the Amp Dome just to have 20 extra ability power for the inventory slot that I had there. Because there's a high likelihood that I'll just have enough... Whatever, I'll just give him the camp. That I'll just have enough gold for like a Large Rod or a Death Cap while selling the Amp Dome here. I'm not gonna ult or dash on him. I want to keep my dash in that situation in case the enemy does make an aggressive play towards me. I want to have the option to dash. She just used her E, actually. That just killed her. Yeah, and her not having her escape basically just killed her there. Or not her escape, her way to knock me back. So the moment she lost her way to knock me back, I could just E on top of her the next time, and she can't knock me back, so my ult's basically guaranteed to land. Everyone's behind us. I instantly stacked my Magi's to 24 stacks here as well. I'm predicting her to walk like down here somewhere. Oh, she just left. I'll go get the Dragon Soul. You can, by the way, with Diana, stand next to walls, like very closely here next to this wall, for example. To where you could just Q the dragon, or E the dragon. Jumps up. Wait. There he is. Okay, good. I was about to say. You can also do the same, like you can basically just get over the wall. If you stand in the right spot, it's like about here-ish. You'll be able to dash over the wall. It's a slight thing you want to know, but it's very handy and useful to know. Alright, Vayne walks about here. Okay. We see a Lux on bot lane, so we might as well. Yeah, she's gonna walk away. It's okay. We see the Evelynn, but I'm actually just gonna go for the turret. If someone decides to want to fight me, they can just get one shot. That's fine too. I kind of want to prevent using like flash or ult here. Alright, good. I will flash outside of turret range because I do not want to get killed. Okay, and we'll drop turret aggro with Zonias. I guess I could have also killed the turret there, looking at that objectively. Currently don't have the mana to actually kill the Vayne, unfortunately, but... Ah, no, I do. Okay, good. Barely enough for the dash. We'll just go get bot turret here. All these combos are me just like patiently waiting for QE combos. If you get in a little bit more of tricky situations, it is better to still go for those E ult combos instead of QE combos. But if you're pretty confident that you will be in range or be able to follow up, play a little bit slower. Those QE combos do yield more DPS. I actually didn't have the mana to kill him there. He got lucky. I'm also not going to be able to end here. So we'll just walk away. I have 4,000 gold, so I might as well go buy my death cap. I was just out of mana in that situation to be able to clean. Ooh, that's a scary territory. Still out of mana though. I have to back because I'm out of mana, and also I have 4.5k gold, so I'll invest into a death cap. So let's get a death cap, and then this, and then we're basically max build. If you don't want to go for like the Magi's here, having the Void Staff is generally a good thing. If the enemy team doesn't have magic resist, you can also go like Banshees or something more defensive, which is a viable choice as well. But yeah, that's really it for Diana. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, learned anything from it. Please make sure to hit the thumbs up button below. If you have any questions, make sure to put those in the comments as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.